Hi everybody and welcome to Jen's second workshop. Today we're going to making the Queen's Crown from Alice in Wonderland. Yep. So let me show you what you're going to need for this fun little project. First of all, I bought some ceramic, well they're not really ceramic, they're more like rubber tiles from the dollar store. They sell those 3 for $1. They look real but they're really bendy and the back side actually peels off and it's sticky. So this is really fun. Afterwards, we're going to need a Christmas hat. You'll see what this is for. A bunch of little stones and gems and anything that you might find useful to decorate a crown. I got some more here. This actually was a pirate hat that I bought in the dollar store, but I really just bought it because it has a round head shape. So we're going to cut the top part and we're just going to have the base for the crown, which we're going to decorate, right? Also, you need super glue. It's an all-purpose glue. It sticks really well to everything. You need some Mod Podge. It's a lustrous glue. Some brushes and a big pot of nice red glitter and golden glitter, obviously, for the crown. And if you guys want, you can actually have a nice little heart punch because it's the Queen of Hearts. It's always useful. Oh, by the way, everybody, say hello to my assistant, Olga.
Hi.
She's going to be helping me today with the crown. So let's get started.
So the first thing you want to do is to actually measure your hat, the size of the head, right? So you take your trusty meter and you just measure around it. Mine gives me about 23 inches. So what you want to do is really design little triangles that will go around the hat. Now mine look like this. So it basically measures about 4 inches in the front, and then the 6 of them will be 3 inches around, and it will give you 23 inches. So that is the idea. What I did is, I'm gonna post this on my blog, but you can print them out. And I cut out the 2 shapes of the crown parts. So what you really need to do is just kind of put them onto your tile and draw around them, and then afterwards cut them out, like so. Just go ahead, take your marker, so once you actually take it off, you have the imprint right here. Don't worry about the ink because it's all going to be covered in glitter afterwards. So now what you're going to do, you're going to take your scissors and you're literally going to cut it off. Since the tile is really fake, it's really rubbery, it's quite easy to go through it, and then you cut the center part out. So the finished product, what it's going to give you, is this thing, basically, right? The all-purpose tacky glue, and just go around this part. Piece, because otherwise it's too much glitter to handle at once. We all love glitter, but you know, it can get messy. Open up your big container of golden glitter and just sprinkle it around. Doesn't really matter how much you use in the very beginning because most of it's going to come off, and all it's going to be left is what will stick to the crown. So once you did the first part, just tap it very lightly and just bring it off. So here you can actually just sharpen your edges, you know, do the same thing on that side. Just push your glitter a little bit away and continue with the rest. Oops. Glue everywhere. Everybody, let's thank Olga for holding the camera. She's being very courageous and very sweet of attending me in my workshop, helping me with the crown, because making a crown from scratch is a lot of work. So once you have your crown, the front part of your crown done, you can go right ahead and cut out the other 6 pieces, which are the simpler triangular ones. And once you're done, you just have to set them off to dry. Okay, so you can just show them around what it looks like. This is the front part, and then you have the 6 pieces that will go around. All right, so now that your little crown pieces are dry, all you need to do is take your mud pudge, the glossy kind of glue, and just basically apply a layer over the dry glitter. That way, I mean, don't worry if it's wet, it's gonna dry transparent. I'm just gonna give it a really nice shiny look, and it's gonna solidify all the glitters into one texture, basically. So you have to do that carefully and make sure you get all the glitter inside, as well as all 7 pieces of it. And there you go. That's what it should look like. So once you have that piece, you can just basically take it and just let it dry again with the rest of your pieces. So that's what it looks like. Okay. All right. So while your pieces are drying, we're gonna do the base crown, the base of the crown. Okay. As you recall, I had this little hat in the very beginning of the workshop, in the video, and what it originally looked like is one of those pirate hats from the dollar store, right? The only thing I did is I cut this material off, and what it gives you is this. I usually stuck up on these because I never really know when I'm going to use them for any headgear that I would make, so I bought a few. And as you recall, we also had a Christmas hat. I cut off the pompon from which I made the rabbit's tail. We'll show you in another video. And I cut off the fur, right? So the fur is the important part. What you're going to do is going to take the fur and measure it, put it and put it to this hat, and then you're gonna have to cut the hat around so that the fur fully covers this part, right? Then you're gonna glue the fur over it, and the result is gonna give you this. There you go. So this is a crown base. Okay. And what we're gonna do, actually, I would leave this part out here still nude and black. And what we're gonna glue the little triangles of glitter that we made previously. Okay? Okay, so now that your pieces have dried up, what you're gonna do is cover both sides. So we have previously done one side, then you flip it around, and as you recall, this tile that we've used previously has an adhesive side, right? This one. So the back of those, the crown parts are adhesive. So what you're gonna do, you're actually gonna remove it until here. Well, I don't know, leave like about an inch or an inch and a half of adhesive on top of it, and just layer everything else with glitter. I would not really trust the glue that there is on those things to keep your sparkles on. So still apply some all-purpose glue onto it anyway, then put again the glitter over it, and once it's dry, apply some Mod Podge as we did in the previous ones. And what I actually wanted to do is put a really nice red heart here, because after all, she is the Queen of Hearts, right? So the way you would do it is you would take your big heart punch and take a red cardstock, and then you're gonna punch a heart through. Now I didn't have a red cardstock. I only have black cardstock and a red paper. So what I did, I basically would punch out the heart through here. Oops. Oh, you have one heart. Then I will punch the red heart through. So once that's done, I would glue the red heart on top of the black one to actually give it some sturdiness. And then what I did, the same procedure as the crown itself, I covered it in all-purpose glue.
And then I applied some red glitter on top of it. I waited until it dried up, and then I applied some Mod Podge to solidify all the glitter. And the result basically came out to this. See? Shiny. Love it. So what I'm gonna do is actually I'm gonna place this on top right here. Right? I mean, you can place this as high as you want, as low as you want. You can actually even put it right there, but this is where I want it. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to cover the two sides in all-purpose glue behind, and I would really put a lot of this glue here because you do want this heart to stick. If you believe that it's you put up too much, I'll just maybe take a little brush and just even it out. That way it's not a puddle of glue. Go. And I'm just gonna stick the heart on top of it. And just wait it to dry.